Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and this is episode 10, Playing It Smart. Now, what I mean by playing it smart is that, while this is the same place where we last left off, the character of J2 is a bit different than he was before. You see, as we were playing the game, I came to the realization that the archetype that I picked out wasn't exactly suiting our needs properly. We had points and skills that we had no intentions of using. All I want to do in this particular LP is punch things. That's all. Punch things and punch things some more. So all of the excess points that we had in other areas was a detriment to our character. I've gone ahead and rectified that. Now we are focused on punching things, talking to people, and then punching things again. That's it. That's what we're focused on. So as you can see right here, if we take a look at our character, we are much more specialized. 5 body, 1 quickness, no ranged combat, no pistol, no SMG, no shotgun, no rifle, no dodge. 5 strength, 5 close combat, no melee, only 1 point in unarmed right now, no throwing weapons, only 1 point in intelligence, no biotech, no decking, no ESP, no drone control, no drone combat, only 1 point in willpower, none in spellcasting, only 1 point in cheat casting. Charisma, I've pretty much kind of added in a whole bunch of points because we are doing a lot more talking than I originally realized for this game. So I'm thinking we want to have some more charisma there. No spirit summoning, no spirit control, and no conjuring. That's our character. That's what I wanted originally. And I just wasn't smart enough in the game to actually realize that until recently. That's why there was no episode yesterday. It's because I was working things out and playing things back to where we were today, right now. Now, last we left off, we were about to go ahead and sell some stones to Van Grass. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Van Grass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back, still busy. What's your story? I can see that you're a busy man. He nods his head. That's right, and? So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. You have his attention. Rare stones, huh? Let's see these rare stones. You hear the servos in Van Grass's cyber eye whir as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where did you get this, Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. I thought you said you were a busy man. I am. Then why are you wasting our time with this little dance? 1,500 and it's done. You got a deal. Done. Give me a cred stick. Alright, so we found our fence for the remaining stones, got 1,500 new yen. Now our objective is to investigate Sam's bunk. That's back downstairs in the, I guess you can call it just the runner's bay. I like that. I like that term. Runner's bay. I'll go with that. And we'll go ahead and investigate. Actually, click over here right now. I'll show you what's in the inventory. Basically the same stuff as before. Still the ninja outfit. Still have the baseball bat in the stash. Everything else is pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and click on our bunk here. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image on the photo. The picture is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his right arm, blah 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 blah. Wow. The boy has his arm tied around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket the photo. So we have a photo of Sam and Jessica. Now, if you recall, Jessica was the name of the individual that was on the note that we found with Sam back in the morgue. So, something to keep an eye on. Go ahead and return to Coyote according to the mission objectives here. What does Coyote have to say? Now remember, she has a brand new cyber arm. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along that well. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I couldn't really follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chirps, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down at the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks. I appreciate the help. So our new objective is to take a cab to the NSTB warehouse. All the other objectives are all completed, and I don't need to talk to anybody else. We've already met everyone here so far. Yep. Nobody added anything new. Very good. Onwards. For fame and glory. Mr. Delilah, why are you in yellow? We're done for now. Buzz. Okay. Well, nice talking with you. Just thought I'd say hello. Hello. Paco, you coming, Paco? No, I guess not. Guess we're on our own this time. That's alright. I don't need you anyway, Paco. Take a cab to the South Seattle docks. Confirm. The South Seattle docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. Well, the rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. All right. New objective is get to the NTSB warehouse. We have 2 karma that I think I'm going to save up for my next point in strength. So I'm going to hold on to those things. Look, a plane. The plane, boss, the plane. All right, I'll stop. That was horrible. Don't ever do that again. What's up there, streetwalker? Hey, you looking for a good time? No! Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah. The bums around here have been stealing my old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. What a random question to ask to that. That's a guard. Hi, guard. I'm not gonna get in your way. That's where I want to go, apparently. Can't say hi to the bum. Can't get down here at all. Alright, well, looks like I gotta go that way. Now, when I took charisma points, I took 2 more etiquettes. 1 in corporate and 1 in security. Let's see if that helps. It does. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Officer Aguirre called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Oh, of course. I'll open the gate. Aguirre's just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Bam! Karma! Hey, Lone Star Guard. Get out of here! Oh, yeah? I'm gonna go tell Aguirre you just said that to me. See what happens now, huh? Alright, what's going on over here? Lots of broken down plane parts, it looks like. A chopper. No, I was gonna do it. I was gonna say it. Nope, I refuse. Send that to my stash. Send that to my stash. And for those that don't know what I was going to say, you need to watch more Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Alright, looks like I have to go in through here. Really? I'm about to transition already? Is that it? Can't find anything else. Must be it. Confirm. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings, adorned with girders and rickety catwalks, top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. That's not okay. I was like, that's not McCluskey, is it? Alright, goal is to speak to Sergeant Aguirre, or Officer Aguirre, rather. So, Aguirre, ¿qué pasa? What's up, buddy? Is that Dresden again? Probably is. Someone took the guy's arm off. Not cool. Is that a shaman? Think so. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out, this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there, if you want to see for yourself. The victim here worked at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes to indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corpse secrets? Not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Alright. Now I need to investigate the murder scene. Is this part of the murder scene? That guy just started looking at me. I don't like it. Maybe I won't go that way. You're scaring me when you look at me like that. Just saying. There's some... I get to pee in the urinal? Nope. The old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. Exactly what I want to see when I'm at the urinal. They know me oh so well. Shannon Halfsky. Yep, that's a shaman. J2, surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did, at any rate. Anyway, surprise. We've got ourselves another ripper victim on our hands. You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a bit tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by that tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just the scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who is that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. I'm gonna take a look around. Good luck out there. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes. He's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head. looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. I can tell that you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark clouds surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak. That's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her fixtures harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they may have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. So these are all locked doors. Not a fan of locked doors, but looks like that's the way I was supposed to go when the guy started looking at me. Except there's also one in here. Ah, there's a door leading this way too. Open sesame. Oh, this is awkward. Bunch of shoes, random shoes. There was a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. You find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Walk away. Oh. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of the grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 new yen is added into your account. I just stole money from garbage. LOL. Alright, so that's one area. Now we gotta go over here and check out this one. Run, J2, run! Alright, what do we got in here? That's a computer. The researcher's work terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Read the notes for Case File 95. Case File 95, Federated Boeing Jetliner, IDN 2305, corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in the Mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m., the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m., The plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Case file 96. Case file 96. Pratt & Whitney Unmanned IDN 327. Corporate owner Aries. Summary redacted. Time log redacted. For those that don't know what redacted means, it means censored. As in, you don't have access to that information anymore. How about 98? The file has been corrupted. Private notes. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file 96. The crash of an Aries jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. The information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Leave the computer. What's in here? This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from it being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb and leave the locker. So we have our 2 items, and we'll return back to the shaman. Hopefully this actually works, and I haven't just been rummaging through dead people's things for nothing. It feels as though you have found enough objects. I'd like to keep looking for more. Nope. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. With her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Hi there. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer. Not some Salish drum circle. Watch your tone. She's in mourning. Watch your ass, else you're gonna find my boot lodged up in it. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Gained 5 karma from that. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse, but there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Well, we haven't exactly left the area. I mean, we're still in the building. We moved 20 feet. 20 feet is that much of a difference? Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. And our new objective is return to the Seamstresses Union. Apparently we're done investigating. There's a bunch of locked areas here, but we'll come back for more. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps, and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoi, J2. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear you. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on some high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. You're on a crusade. Maybe. That's what Mrs. Kubota calls it. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco is with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. Ooh. If I join her, does that mean I don't get to work with... No. The shaman? No. Maybe if I join her, I'll be able to tell them to come with me to do the shaman work. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of the building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, J2. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah. You never know what sort of firepower to expect on one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen. I've got good news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I could do. All right, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab setup in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. And we will do this next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing off, saying so long, and take care.